Hi friend. I was considering painting or decorating the enclosure for the tube screamer build, but I got a couple Mullards and we're going to put them in my DSL today. I had some JJs in there and one of them is bad. Let me see if I can get it for you. I think you can see that. This one here got very hot and it started to cook off the ink on the stamp. These are two different ones. I don't know what the letters on the back mean. They're supposed to be matched. Current 24, transconductance 6710. I don't know. But these are also matched, and I've heard a lot of good things about the Mullards. We're going to put these in the DSL and bias it up. If that sounds good, join me. Okay, we are going to make a space big enough for this DSL to fit on the desk. I hope it works. Let's see if we could open this up a little bit more. There we go. All right. There's our modified rat build we made. It's the harmonic percolator. This is our tube screamer build, but I seem to have misplaced the screws that go with the enclosure. Have to be around here somewhere. Well, we'll deal with that next time. These are the JJs. Let's see if you can see that a little bit better this time. Can you see the ink burn off right there? This is the bill of materials for the tube screamer. And here are our Mullards. Let me grab that DSL and we'll get it up here. You can see I have a set of KT77s in it right now. I had put those in just to get it running again. They're pretty mediocre in this amp, gotta say. All right. I'm gonna take the screws out of the top. Always put them where you'll be able to find them. I usually try to put everything back in the cabinet. Tube sockets would go if this were 100 watt. You could always grab it and put it right there. You want to make sure you put the speaker back in. Something's shaking in there. You want it so that the PCB is up, and you want to make sure that speaker cable is plugged back in, because you don't ever want to run it without a speaker in it. All right, let me grab the power cable. All right, let's put these Mullards in first. It's always a great idea. Now let's turn it over. Make sure you don't hit the speaker with the power tubes. And we're going to plug this back in again to 16 ohms. All right, now we're ready for the power cable. All right, I'm going to turn this on, let it warm up a little bit. Now technically we are measuring the milliamps for the power tubes, but we're going to set this to voltage, DC volts in the 200 milliamp range, and we're going to use this connector right here. Middle one's going to go to ground, and it's best if you push this all the way down, giving you enough room to put this one on either side. When we're measuring this pin on the right, we're going to use this trim pot on the left. And when we're using the pin on the left, we're going to use this trim pot on the right. Don't know why they did it like that, but they did. All right, we're going to turn this to standby, do power. You can see I have 41 milliamps. And we're technically measuring the milliamps, but since there's a 1 ohm resistor across, oh, where is it? It's one of them. I think it's here. It converts it to millivolts because it's 1 to 1. Anyways, it's a little high. 42 compared to the KT77s, which were set to 36. See, it's climbing up to 43. I'm I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna set this here so we can watch it. We're gonna try to get it to right at 38 on both sides. So since we're on the left pin, we're gonna do the right trim pot. And to turn it down, you turn clockwise. 37.8. Now you be careful when you're playing inside your amp. It's no joke. There's some high voltage in here. One hand behind your back at all times. So this is a little bit low now, so we're going to turn it counterclockwise. Trying to get it right at 38. But you'll notice when you adjust one, it affects the other. So you got to go back and forth. That's very close. I wonder if I should just leave it like that. 38.1, 38.45. Let's just touch it one little bit. Yep, not too far. 38.2 and 38.2. Let's call that good. And I'm going to put it back together and we're going to try it out. See how it sounds with these new Mullards. I'm expecting good things. Okay, got my Gibson with Lawlers in it, and we're going to go directly into the Marshall with no effects in between, just one cable. I've got to tell you right now, it's quieter than it's ever been. It was a very noisy amp before with the original Marshall tubes and with the JJs. I never liked the JJs from the very beginning. They were real harsh and barky. But we're going to try this amp out now with the new Mullards in it, and we're going to see what we think of it. Wow. Wow, big difference. Wow, I'm extremely surprised by that it made that much of a difference. But I'm pleasantly surprised. Awesome, I'm so excited about it now. That amp actually just came to life. I'm gonna take my good old clone apart. Potentiometers are getting a little bit scratchy, so let's clean that out real quick. I think my buddy Teacupper Mike's coming over on Sunday. We might have something special. I really hope he can make it. What a great player he is. I hope you check out his channel, Teacupper Mike. All right. Let me see, I gotta remember, these are 10 millimeter. Never remember which one's which. Guess I should write it down somewhere so I remember which socket goes with which. On out of there. All right. Got my deoxit. We're gonna spray that in there and twirl these knobs. If you ever have a pedal that has scratchy knobs, or I've seen them where I imagine they got drinks spilled in them if you gig with them from time to time, this stuff's great. You spray it in there. Hope I didn't get any of my coffee. Well, let's taste it. tastes semi-regular, but you spray some of this in there and just turn them back and forth, back and forth. You'll feel them getting smoother and smoother. I fixed one pedal that was so bad. I actually had to put pliers on it to turn it the first time. It was so corroded in there. And that's all I'm going to do for this one. So that one should be fixed. This is my favorite drive pedal. It's a clone. I want it to be ready for when my buddy comes over. All right. Here's a little bonus tip when you put these knobs back on. When you push them on, don't push them all the way to the bottom. Lift them up just a little tiny bit before you tighten that set screw. Just a smidgen. That way it won't rub on anything below it and it'll turn smoothly. Just a quick tip. All right, have a great day. I think I broke it. Nope, it's good. I was playing it and enjoying myself and started crackling again. I looked in the back and one of the tubes was red plating. See how that one's nice and clean? And look at the faded ink on that one because it got way too hot. That was bright cherry red. So there's something wrong in here somewhere. I'm taking this apart. I did have it in for warranty repair before, and the guy Tonetronics swapped tubes and sent it right back. Charged me for them too, even though I told him I didn't have the money for a repair. It was supposed to be warranty only. But here we are. I did notice that this one right there, that looks like that may not be connected properly. I wonder what that one is. I'm gonna have to look at a schematic if I could find one and see what R116 is. Do you see how it's not really pushed through? I wonder if it's even soldered on the other side. That's the first thing I'm gonna check. Now, I touched this and it wasn't even connected. R16, where is it? I touched it with my hand and it's not even connected into that hole right there. I think I found my problem. So I got to figure out how to get into it first and then get that actually put into where it belongs. Wow. The guy that did the warranty repair on this really came highly recommended too. And for him to miss that, shame on me for missing it when I opened this up the first time. Let me get my solder sucker. I'm going to try to open that up first. Hope I can put this all back together. Yeah, I can reach that. Wow, that's bad. All right, let's figure out which one it is first. Right there. Now, I'm going to do this with solder wick, not with the sucker. Proving a little bit difficult to get at. It's these here. Huh. All right, right there. There we go. Perfect. All right. I'm going to need a pair of needle nose pliers to get that in there. I think I'll use my curved ones here. There it is, see it? Let's get some solder on this. I wonder if this is going to fix the problem. Hope I didn't toast my Mullard that I just got in. There we go. Now I'm going to go over this bit by bit. Hope I didn't go my coffee. I'm going to look at each solder joint here as close as I can. There's glue and everything on here. Look at that. And I am going to look at every single solder joint, see if it needs touched up. Some of them look iffy, but they're solid. Let's see. I think I need more light. Everything else looks decent. I don't see anything I need to touch up. So that's probably been like that since I bought it, and that's a shame that I had to take that in for warranty repair, and the guy really didn't fix it. So I don't know. I gotta figure out where all these connectors go now. That's gonna be fun. All right, get in there. There we go. Okay. These two screens go here. All right, I'm gonna get these connectors put back together and I'll be right back. Okay, I have everything hooked back up. Just want to make sure everything's good. I took a few zip ties out of here. I think I'm going to put some back in. I don't think it matters that much, but I'm kind of upset about having to pay for a warranty repair and it wasn't even fixed. A little bit upset. So does that make me smarter than an authorized Marshall repairman? Yes, the answer is yes. Yes, it does. I'm going to put all these bolts back in here and I'll talk to you in a minute. Well, that seems to have solved the problem, but I'm going to watch it over the next couple of weeks and really try and burn it in and test it out, make sure everything's right. I think that's it for today, so thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.